So I don't know if you were like me and you had worry dolls as a child. I found these the other day in my bedside drawer, and it's something that I had obviously kept from childhood. And it made me realize how much worry and anxiety is a habit that we can get into. So obviously, if I had worry dolls from when I was a child, I was definitely an anxious child. So I used to particularly, and you may have been the same, I used to particularly worry about things like my parents dying, about becoming unwell, about not fitting in. And then as I became a teenager, I used to worry about boys and exams and how I looked and whether people liked me and just loads of insecurity. And then as an adult, I used to worry about would I have a child and would I be successful? And again, do people like me? Do I fit in? Is my life, working out as I planned? And then in my 40s, I found an understanding that completely and utterly changed everything to do with anxiety for me. And I know that I would have gone into this decade in my 50s had I not have known about this understanding, worrying about my pension or worrying about my parents or worrying about my son's future or worrying about when I'm going to die or worrying about whether I'll get unwell at some point. I know that I would have dragged that worry, that an anxiety that has been a habit from childhood, from the days of these innocent little worry dolls, all the way through until the day that I died. So what I want to point out in this video is that worry and anxiety is a habit of the mind that we can get into. And all that happens is that the topic changes. So it changes from being a child with worry dolls, worrying about parents dying, to all the way through to worrying about all the different life stages. So in that, what's helpful about that is to see that it doesn't mean, what if? It doesn't mean that you are an anxious person, but it means that your mind has innocently, probably like me in childhood, thought that worry and anxiety is a useful thing, is an important thing that needs to be paid attention to. And then all the mind has done once it's got into this habit is changed the topic over the decades. So seeing that and knowing that it doesn't mean it's a flaw in you, it doesn't mean that you're broken, it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. All it means is that you have innocently got caught up in a habit of your mind, and this habit is absolutely possible to break when we understand the mind, when we understand how it works. Understanding, honestly, is the thing that creates change.